Welcome to Patchers 53 on the road to the beautiful Django Fest Northwest on Whidbey Island in Washington. And I'm with Stephane Wrembel. Play. How many times did you play this weekend? 2 or 3 times? Two times?
Yeah.
It was a good.
I just play music.
Yeah.
I have a good time in life.
So it's not work for you?
No.
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 It's fun.
Yeah, it's what it is. It's complicated, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very bad at answering questions.
Mm. So tell me about the fun that you have to compose, to play. Why?
I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
It's very quiet where I live. So I wake up and it's quiet. Like here. And then I take my classical guitar and I start warming up in classical for 10 minutes. Then I take my other guitar and I play with my pick and stuff for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Then I do that a couple of times. Then I go meditate. Then I go back to it. Then I go meditate. Then maybe I compose, maybe I answer emails, have lunch. Then I go run, meditate. Then go to my gigs or my shows, you know. Have a student.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's like clouds in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
It's there and it disappears one day, you know. Nothing is permanent.
No, that's for sure.
So it's very hard to answer questions.
Mm. No, I love your explanation of your day.
Yeah, it's like, I'm telling you, it's like a cloud disturbing the blue sky, but it's there, it's happening, you know.
Mm. So you don't force yourself to compose, it just...
Whatever happens, happens.
Mm-hmm.
If someday I want to practice, I practice. If I don't want to practice, I don't practice.
Mm-hmm.
I just respect my engagement with people. If I said I play, I go play. If I say I teach, I teach. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I respect, I do
Yeah.
that. This is, you know, whatever I said I would do, I do. But besides that, it's very, you know, I follow the flow
Mm.
of the days, you know, knowing that all that is impermanent.
Mm. Fragile, yeah.
And I'm more like, for me, music is more a way to use, it's like a way to try to get familiar with emptiness,
Mm-hmm.
along with meditation, along with running, you know, understanding life and death, and the emptiness, the impermanence of existence.
That's what you talked about a bit yesterday.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people say, we'll see you next time. I'm just like, but you know, they say, oh, we haven't seen your show this time, but we're going to see you next one of these festivals. It's like, if my plane crashed tomorrow, you won't see me ever.
Yeah.
It's fine, you know, but, you know, it's a wrong type of thinking. It's deceptive,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Whatever you miss, you miss.
Mm.
And you don't know if it's ever going to come back. And whatever you live, you have to live fully because you don't know if it's ever going to come back. And you don't even know how you got there, you know, first place. You're there, and so you enjoy.
Mm. That's for sure. You talk about Drew also.
Drew, yeah.
You met him a couple of times.
Yes, a few times.
Yeah.
Same thing, you know, last year he didn't know it was his last Django Fest.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope he enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. I think he did. I think.
Yeah.
He had a good time. I remember that too. Sunday night at the Edge Cliff. Circle of life, huh? That's what he said.
Yes. From something you cannot get nothing.
Mm.
Or from nothing, something cannot be,
Mm.
cannot exist, you know. And same thing for people, from someone you cannot get no one, and from no one you cannot have someone. Everything is always a chain, a continuity. Nothing is created, nothing is lost, everything is transformed. Rien ne se perd, rien ne se crée, tout se transforme.
Ah, le poète, là, c'est quoi le...
He's not a poet, he's a physicist.
Physicist.
Lavoisier. He observed the nature of reality,
Mhm.
and he came to the conclusion that nothing is created, nothing is lost, everything is in constant state of transformation.
Mhm.
Everything is constantly recycled.
And how do you apply that to, not to your work, but the music?
Whatever you do in life,
Mhm.
whatever you think, whatever you're after, whatever is your philosophy, you have no choice. It pours through you. You cannot hide.
Mm. And it's showing the way you play.
Of course, I have no choice.
Yeah.
No one has choice. Like you watch any concert, like every single musician has no choice. You can't hide.
Mm.
You have like strengths and weaknesses, fears and non-fears,
Mm.
and it just shows. You have no choice. You can't hide. You're naked.
Mm.
We are naked in existence. We try to cover ourselves with like attitudes and with, I don't know, anything, clothes, attitude, words, try to pretend to be this or that to survive, you know.
Mm.
The reality is we're naked.
Mm.
We're completely naked. And we're kind of trapped in our own bullshit. But if you look around, you can see that people, they are all the same. Everyone is naked. And you can, so it's like the clouds and the blue sky, you know. You can see the clouds, but the blue sky is behind anyway.
Mm.
So once you know that, you're not mistaken by the clouds. And same thing, you're not mistaken by, people can say whatever they want. When they play, you already know the foundation of their personalities. You know everything already. It's more like how you deal with your nakedness.
Mm.
You know when you make a dream and you're naked and everyone looks at you, you know, and you can't see, you're like, oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
it's a little bit like that, you know. So people hide behind things. So when you play music, you have the nakedness, the emptiness, the true nature of the mind that comes up, and then you have the personality that comes out, like how people defend themselves, how they vision, what's their vision of life, how they approach things, their strengths and weaknesses, and it all goes, and you can't hide. And it's like anything you do, you know, you talk, you drink, you eat, you interact, you drive, like you can see everything in people.
Mm.
So you can't hide. So it's better to accept. So you just play and you accept. And it's very hard to, the hardest thing to achieve is to try to get rid of the ego. So that when you play, it's whatever happens on that moment is whatever happens, and without judgment. Because you play and your technique is not that good today and stuff, and it gets in the way of music, but you have to forget about that. You have to say, and you have to forgive yourself, and the others have to forgive you too, because it happens, and the music has to happen, you know. So you have to work on having no ego. And you play egolessly, and whatever happens, happens.
Just let it go,
And it
right?
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Can't judge the people, they can't judge, it's just whatever happens, happens, you know.
Mm.
And if you're in the mind of like, if you achieve egolessness and you play, this is the best result you can achieve. Knowing that in the room, some people are gonna love what you do, some people are gonna like what you do, some people are not gonna like what you do, and some people are gonna hate what you do.
Mm.
It happens, you know. Just
But that's...
you play and people are gonna like it or not, you know, it's life, you know.
Mm.
And you shouldn't fear that. Because how many times you play and you have like a full room of people loving it and a few people not liking it, and this is very disturbing. But if you can get to the egoless place, you don't care. You just do what you do
Yourself.
and you offer it, and whoever takes it, and you know, you're not in control of the taste of people and stuff,
For
you
sure,
know.
for sure. That's a good conclusion.
Good. So now you can go back to your wine.